Welcome, and thank you for choosing to listen to this month's podcast. My name is Windsor Lindor. The subject for the podcast is the life we want for the new year. This podcast has three parts, and this is the first one. To get the most out of this podcast, I suggest that we listen to all three parts and maintain an open mind to how I share my approach to achieving the consistent results we demand in our life and the pathway that will lead us to the key components we need to create the life we want. I must also note this podcast is inspired by the following questions. What will it take for us to achieve the consistent results we demand in our lives? What choices will we make this week to be receptive to our greatness and say yes to our vast palace of possibilities for the new year? These questions offer us an opportunity to seek the pathway that will lead us to say yes to our vast palace of possibilities and plug into our why, vision, values, and roles as the administrators of our human journey. An opportunity to redesign our lives and rebuild a structure that honors creative courage and an unwavering commitment to a cause that evokes a passion and effort to become the human beings we were created to be and live the life we desire. An opportunity to reclaim ownership of our lives and our power to accept personal responsibility for empowering ourselves to become functional human beings. One of the most important aspects of taking responsibility for our life is acknowledging nothing can prevent us from creating the life we want if we take 100% responsibility for our life. We must also accept that what arises as an antagonist in our lives comes from within us. And we are responsible for taking the path that will lead us to self acceptance and our best self. Well, I trust we are aware that the failure to accept responsibility and the attempt to impose responsibility onto others or an external force has dire consequences. It completely undermines us, weakens our resolve, and diminishes our ability to realize that we are naturally creative and resourceful. That is, greatness exists in us, and we are capable of being decisive and committed to making meaningful changes in our lives. The question remains, what will it take for us to ensure the success of taking 100% responsibility for our lives? To ensure our success, I must say, we must engage our emotional wisdom through choices that will direct us to seize each moment of our life. and strength to create a clear game plan that will support the creation of a foundation for our success for the new year. Nevertheless, creating a foundation of success for the new year will take more than a belief or a resolution on January 1st. I believe it will require us to put revolution into resolutions. No questions about this. But this revolutions must be done every day with unwavering commitment, perseverance, acceptance, and creative courage. Yes, this concludes part 1 of 3 of this podcast. I trust you will take a moment and listen to parts 2 and 3. I believe this is the moment for us to take inspired steps toward creating the life we want in the new year. That is the foundation of creating the life we want. I also trust you will consider joining our virtual masterclass starting next month. And to learn more, visit www.windsorlendo.com. Again, www.windsorlendo.com.